Today's video is clearly in a different setting, and there is a reason for that. I'm going to be doing my makeup to film some content. I'm going to tell you guys kind of why I haven't been filming content, just kind of like the headspace that I've been in. I've never really done a sit down chit chat talking video with you guys, so that's pretty much what this will be about. I just want to talk to you guys about what it is that I feel like I've been experiencing or going through, and hopefully you guys will be understanding of that because you guys are my supporters, and I always want to make sure to return the favor of you guys supporting me, and then, you know, me giving you guys what it is that you're looking forward to seeing from me, even though I kind of do want that to, I'm not going to say change, but slightly shift just a little bit, which I'll get into that later on in the video. So I just want to start this video. I'm going to be multitasking, like I said, doing my makeup. So I just want to start this video off by saying that I do genuinely appreciate all of you guys. I would not be in this position that I am in now if it was not for you guys' support. So that does not go unnoticed at all. I don't want to make it seem like I'm being ungrateful with this platform that I have been fortunate enough to build here on YouTube within the last, I think it's been like 3 years. So I do appreciate you guys all truly. The little bit of a rut that I have found myself being in lately is just being bored with my content. That may sound a little bit harsh, but I don't really think there's really any other way to say it. You guys know me for two things, the designer bag videos and then hair videos, but mainly like for the hair content. And I feel like sometimes with doing that type of content, it does get very repetitive because there's only so much that I could do and say about wigs. So I've been getting like bored with it because it's just like, you know, I feel like I've almost done just about everything that there is to do pertaining to it. For the longest time, I couldn't really find any motivation to want to continue to film. I couldn't find any inspiration, so that really just caused me to really just shut down and not put out anything at all. But that's me doing a disservice to you guys because you guys, like I said, do support my content and are looking forward to seeing things from me. I'm grateful, but being a content creator definitely has its ups and downs. I don't want to come across as being ungrateful. It's just, it's a little overwhelming for me sometimes, not knowing what to do. It's kind of like not feeling grateful, but not feeling satisfied or like fully fulfilled, and then not knowing what to do about it. That's kind of like the little bit of a rut that I've been in, if I'm just being, you know, 100% honest. And just from the confirmation that I received this past Sunday at church, what I need to do about that, the very first step is just to reestablish my relationship with God. That matters to me, and I know that I have not been doing my due diligence or been doing my part in that manner. So that is honestly, I feel like what the best step in the first step in this, you know, new journey for me is going to be, is to just, you know, straighten up my walk a little bit better. I'm not saying that I'm going to become perfect overnight, but it's just getting back to the foundation of everything. Me being frustrated, you know, I just kind of got to a point where praying seemed useless, and I didn't really have the desire to even open up my Bible. Like going to church every Sunday, kind of just going through the motions, but not having the desire to like really, you know, go to God for things, because I felt like, what was the point? Certain circumstances weren't changing. It seems like, you know, there's just always something going on, but I'm realizing now that I was looking at it the wrong way. It's like the very thing that I didn't have a desire to do, I should have been forcing and pushing myself to do it anyway. And I say that because what I'm realizing is that I cannot control everything. I'm not going to say I'm a person that wants to be, or I don't want to admit that I'm somebody that, you know, wants to be in control all the time, but I'm not in control of anything. If I really think about it, I'm not in control of my life. I'm not in control of certain, you know, circumstances or outcomes. Like, that's God's job to be in control, and he doesn't need my help doing that. So I said all that to say that, you know, what I need to start doing is fully relying on God to do, you know, what only he can do. And then in return, I have to also do my part by praying, you know, being in my word. I'm just trying to be very intentional. Like, that is the word that has been in my mind, you know, even since last year, is intentional. I want to be intentional about my decisions, the choices that I make. I want to make sure that I'm making not perfect decisions, but the right decisions for me. That's according to what God wants for my life. Just to a point where I don't know what to do, how to do it. So that's where he comes into play, because it's not my job to figure that out. It's just my job to be obedient, ask for the direction or the clarity that I need, and then, you know, he'll make everything fall into place. And although that's kind of hard for me to wrap my mind around, or, you know, it's not going to be something that's going to happen overnight, it's just very necessary for me and my journey that I'm on right now. If I'm being honest, I can't say that this is going to be the easiest thing to do, but I feel like at this point it's what's absolutely necessary. So I just kind of have to, you know, trust the process. So that's first and foremost what I wanted to start with. And then I don't know if you guys heard of the She Reads Truth Bible. I got it off of Amazon, but I'm just going to be kind of getting into that as well as my original King James version, just to help break things down in a more practical way. That way I can fully understand what it is that I'm reading and how to apply it, you know, to my everyday life. I don't know, it's just, I've heard really great things about that Bible. I actually got it in the mail, but I haven't yet to open it, so that's what will be happening. But if you guys heard of it, let me know. If you haven't heard of it, I'm gonna leave it down below in my description box for those of you guys, you know, who may be interested in it. So if you've never heard of it and you want to check it out, I'm gonna leave it. So if you've never heard of that Bible but you want to check it out, I'm gonna leave it down below in my description box so you guys can you know, do some research on it and see if it's something that you actually want to invest in for yourself. It's not crazy affordable either. I don't wear foundation anymore, so I'm gonna go just straight into the rest of my routine. I've been trying this new blush from e.l.f., you guys, and I absolutely love it. I'm normally not even a blush kind of person, but this one I have been loving lately. Anyways, what else do I have to say next? Which I'm sure some of you guys have already noticed, but my TikTok account was banned, unfortunately. So I had to start all over again, which that was pretty devastating. I'm not gonna lie, it made me very upset because I was just kind of like, what the heck? Because I've had to start over on TikTok. This will be like my third account, so it is quite frustrating to have to start from scratch all over again for the third time. But I've reached out to TikTok. They're not trying to give me my account back, so that's just that. And the reason why they banned it was just for something that really didn't make any sense, but I just got tired of going back and forth with them, so I'm just accepting the fact that I have to start over. But I'm not gonna lie, I was very upset, especially like when there's money involved. Like I was actually, you know, making money on TikTok and you know, working with some of the same brands that I work with here on YouTube over on there. So that was just, you know, like I said, just very disappointing, and I was upset for like about a good week. I didn't want to talk to nobody. There's nothing anybody that I could say to make it better. I'm just like, nobody understands. But I mean, it's just social media, and the fact that I've had to start over 3 times lets me know that, you know, I could definitely do it again. It's just a little, you know, I'm just gonna be honest. I'm not gonna say, oh, you know, starting over is good. It could be a good thing, but I wasn't really looking at it like that at the time. So for all of you guys who want to continue to support me on, you know, all of my different platforms, I'm going to leave my new TikTok account down below. And just bear with me, you guys. I'm going to be obviously doing, you know, new content, but I am going to be reposting some of my other videos that went, that did very well on my previous account. But yeah, that was a little bit of a bummer. That also tied into my frustration, because I feel like, you know, things were just happening and I didn't really understand why. But now that I've, you know, kind of calmed down, I am, I guess, okay with having to start over now. I know that, you know, my tribe is going to find me again. The people that want to, you know, continue to support me, they're going to, you know, find me or, you know, refollow me on there. So that's not really something that I feel like I'm going to worry about. At this particular moment, you know, things are going to work out the way that they're supposed to, is what I just keep telling myself. It's just really crazy because the same day that my TikTok got banned, all of my designer bag videos here on YouTube got removed. So that lets me know that somebody was, you know, doing this on purpose, because it's just not a coincidence that I lost all of those videos, plus my other platform went down literally minutes apart from each other. So I don't know who out there is got a problem with me to the point that they want to sabotage my socials, but that was also one of the other little things. So here's the thing with that. I'm going to be redoing those videos. I cannot repost the same videos because YouTube is just going to take it down again. So I'll be reposting those, because I do realize that a majority of my audience, aside from those of you that are here for hair content, did follow me originally for those types of videos. So from here on out, if you're going to want to know where I got any of the things from, you're going to have to just go over to my Instagram. My link is always there But as far as like, you know, posting it here on YouTube, that's not going to happen. And that's not what I've been doing. That's why I don't know why those videos got taken down. So you're just going to have to read between the lines, or just know when you see that video pop up, you know where to go to find the links, because I will not be posting them on here at all. I don't know if some of you guys have been paying attention, but it seems like when our kind of people, you know, do certain kind of videos and they either do well or just, you know, we do them in general, it always comes with some sort of like, you know, repercussions behind it. But when, you know, the others do it, it's no problem. And that will always baffle me, especially when they're very like loud and upfront with it. I'm just not sure what I'm going to title them from now on, or, you know, just know when you see it pop up on your timeline, then you kind of know the vibe of what's going on. So hopefully that makes sense and we're clear. But for those of you who don't have social media, you guys can always email me. I get a lot of emails from some of you guys, you know, that want to buy wigs, or, you know, want links or anything from my email anyway. You guys can continue to do that. I totally don't mind, because I do realize that not everybody has social media. And then also part of, like I said in the beginning, you know, I just kind of got bored with my content, or started to get bored, you know, because there's only so much I can do and say when it comes to hair videos. So I do want to kind of introduce some other type of content on my channel. Now, in no way am I saying that there's not going to be any more hair videos. I just want to, you know, not have to heavily rely on just sticking to that one, you know, type of content. I do want to do a little bit something else. Now, this is where I'm going to need you guys' help, because I don't know exactly what that something else is. I have a few ideas that I kind of want to throw out there. And, you know, like I said, those of you who are going to continue to support me, you know, are probably not going to mind the changes. I understand if some of you guys came for only certain things, and, you know, if I'm going to be doing maybe other things along with that, if you guys either don't want to watch, you know, the new content that I'm going to start doing, or, you know, you just kind of, I don't know how to say it. I don't want to lose you guys as subscribers. It's just I want to do other types of content. That's basically what I'm trying to say. Now is the chance, if you've ever, you know, had a video suggestion for me, or if you ever wanted to see anything different from me, I'm going to be open to you guys' suggestions, because as my subscribers and the ones who support me, I do want to make sure that I'm giving you guys what you want to see, as long as like I'm comfortable with whatever topic that is. I have a few ideas just based off of feedback that I've gotten before, and plus stuff that I guess I feel like I want to do, because I know that a lot of you guys value, you know, my feedback and opinions about a lot of, you know, hair, wigs, you know, things of that nature. I just don't want to be put in that box like permanently. So I am going to get back on my fitness journey. So I don't know if that's something that you guys would be interested in seeing from me, my weight gain journey, that is. I'm trying to gain weight. I've been trying to gain weight for a nice little minute now. And I kind of fell off from going to the gym, you know, lack of motivation and things of that nature. So that's something that I maybe want to throw here on my channel. I also like to cook, so I wouldn't mind like sharing with you guys if you guys are interested, that is. So make sure you leave me a comment down below, like, you know, in response to some of these things that I'm saying. I guess the meals that I was eating that helped me gain weight, because on my last round of my fitness journey before I just completely stopped, I did gain 20 pounds in 3 months. That was a really big deal for me. I lost it, of course. That's why I said I'm going to restart my fitness journey, but I'm going to show you guys what worked for me. If that's something that you're interested in. I think I have gotten video requests for like skincare routine, shower routine. My skin is not perfect. It's not terrible, but it's not perfect. And I have a very simple routine. But if that's what you guys want to see, then I don't mind showing you guys that. I've also got shower routine. Now, as bad as I want to do that, I don't know how to film that. I think I've seen another young lady's video on how she films her shower routines, but I don't know. My mind just goes into overload. Next thing you know, I'm like, yeah, I'm not doing that. But if I can figure out a way to do it, if that's what you guys want to see, then I definitely will go ahead and try to make that happen. Else, I'm also still in the process of trying to like decorate and furnish my home. Like, I'm not trying to spend an arm and a leg on making my home look nice. So a lot of the things that I did find that I was interested in, I have been finding like, you know, affordable alternatives, or like, you know, dupes, lookalikes of the look that I'm going for. You know, I'm not trying to spend $500 on a rug. I have no desire to pay, you know, $2,000 for a couch. So I have been trying to decorate on a budget, but I guess I will splurge on pieces if I really, really want them. So home decor, you know, question mark. And then Amazon. I do have an Amazon storefront. If you guys didn't know, it's usually always, or it should always be in my description boxes. I guess I realize sometimes I don't always put it there, but I find a lot of good stuff off of Amazon as far as like clothing. I tell people not to sleep on their clothing. You know, they do have really nice shoes and stuff on there, stuff for the house, beauty products, things of that nature. So I do kind of want to show you guys like a lot of like my Amazon favorites, things that I purchase from Amazon over and over again because I feel like they're just really good products. I think we all can collectively agree that we love Amazon as a whole. I know that I do. That's not ever something that I'm ever going to stop shopping from because Amazon literally has just about everything that you need. So yeah, like I said, those are just ideas. Of course, you guys have anything that you would like for me to present here on this channel, I would definitely be open to the idea of whatever it is that you guys may be wanting to see from me. Because sometimes, you know, even though I've been doing this for a while, I do get into moments when I have like a little bit of a funk, when I just don't have anything, you know, coming to, you know, my thought on what I should be doing next as far as like putting out content wise. Just know that is one of my goals, is to work on my consistency, because I do not want to have to keep leaving my channel hanging and making up excuses for why I'm not here or why I'm not in the right space. I feel like I have a better idea now of what I need to be doing. It's just up to me to actually do the things that I say that I need to be doing, and not procrastinating, making up excuses, not allowing myself to stay in a rut for so long, because the longer I do that, absolutely nothing gets done. And I don't want that. And I don't feel like any of this is out of the ordinary. I feel like a lot of people can relate to just kind of feeling like either stuck or stagnant in life, whether that be with their social media, with their personal life, whatever it is. For me, it's kind of like a little bit of everything, but the goal is not to stay stuck. It's okay to acknowledge that you feel stagnant, but you have to have an action plan behind it. And I think now that I kind of have an idea or kind of figured out what my action plan needs to be, I can kind of go into this with a better sense that, you know, things are going to come together. Life is already hard enough, but I just want to make sure that I'm not making things harder for myself. Like, my desire is to try to find the balance of it all. Like, I want to live a good, comfortable life, but I also know that that's not going to happen by me just doing things in my own strength, in my own way. I might luck up sometimes, and, you know, that may be able to work sometimes, but ultimately, I got to get back connected to the source. Like, it got to the point one day where I like literally told myself, like, I'm so sick of myself. I'm sick of not being able to figure things out. I'm sick of, you know, not doing anything about it or complaining about the things that I couldn't change. Like, I got to a point where I was tired of my own self. And so I feel like moving forward, I shouldn't have a reason to say that ever again. And I'm naturally a shy person, but I feel like I need to start doing things on my own as far as like self-care. Like, I need to start going on solo dates and things of that. And I love the idea of that. You know, it's just, I'm not gonna say I cannot, it's just I have not been able to come to the idea that like, hey, actually go out there and do it. Don't keep saying that you want to do it, just like do it. I need to be okay with like doing things by myself. Spending time, you know, with myself, not in the house. And like, my birthday is in August, so I want to like, I had the idea that I wanted to go on a solo trip, but then I'm not really, you know, like sure how to go about doing that. Like, if you guys have been on a solo trip before, let me know. Like, give me some tips or the best places to go by yourself, or just like some precautions to take. Because part of the reason that's stopping me is just I want to make sure that I'm going to be safe. And it's a little intimidating going somewhere to a different destination all alone. If it's something that you've done, or even better, if it's something that you do often, please let me know, you know, some of the things that you do or some of the places that you recommend. Because I'm over here on the West Coast, and I haven't really been too many places. Definitely want to get out more, because that is one of my desires in life, is to definitely travel. At least to where I can like go on a vacation maybe 2 or 3 times a year, and I'll, you know, kind of be satisfied with that. Just making sure I kind of, you know, get to do the things that I say that I want to do. So I'm gonna allow my makeup to kind of set for just a few minutes, and then I'll be right back. I'm actually going to change my lashes. I'm just trying to get out of wearing like, I guess, so long of a lash. I know my eye shape though. Like, I can't do the cat eyelashes where they're smaller and then they get bigger. They kind of need to be big from like the beginning to the end, but I don't know, these ones I'm just not really starting to like how they look on me anymore, so I'm gonna try these other ones on. So that's pretty much the update that I wanted to share with you guys of what's kind of been going on over here in my life without sharing too much. I am typically a very private person, and I want to remain that way without oversharing. I want to be a little bit more, I'm not even going to say, I don't know if relatable is the right word, like relatable without having to overshare. There's nothing against people that put their entire lives on the internet here. I just don't want to really take that approach, but I still want you guys to feel like you have some type of connection with me. That's why I said that I do value you guys' input. Whatever you plan on leaving in the comments section, I will take it into consideration. And, you know, just take things one step at a time and just go from there. I am going to work on my consistency. Obviously, that is a part of this journey, is working on being consistent. Even though that can be kind of hard too sometimes, it's just like, I did it before, so I know that I could do it again. I started off this channel being very consistent. Somewhere along the way, I've kind of lost my way, like I said, due to lack of motivation or whatever the case may be, but that is something that I'm working on. I'm also going to give myself grace. If there's moments where I feel like I want to take a break, dial back, kind of reset, recharge, you know, I feel like I'm going to take the time to do that. Breaks are definitely necessary. So as always, thank you guys so much for taking the time out to watch this video, and I will see you guys in my next one.